Let's talk about transportation in Florida, because many international nurses don't realize that when you come to the US, there is some public transportation, but not a whole lot. And most international nurses have to drive or to learn to drive if they have not done so. Grace, can you share with us a little bit about what it was like for you when you came to the US and how you managed to navigate the
Okay.
transportation?
Okay. So actually, when we came here, me and my husband, we both had a Dubai driving license. So he took an international driver's license and he came here. So he was able to drive with that for about 6 months or so. And then he gave the driving test and he got the Florida license. So till then, actually, buses, it's not very popular here. It's like they mainly focus on the colleges, universities, and certain institutions and such. So they might not be available all the time in different locations where you want. And even the trains are not that popular. But what I heard is like they're building up or planning to build up a metro from Miami to Orlando, which is a much more faster thing. So that should be there up and open in 2023, I think so. So otherwise, mainly we were surviving with Uber. So it's good to have a car, I would say. Otherwise, you would be spending money on Uber.
Yeah, and Uber can get expensive. I mean, it is convenient, but it can get very expensive. Did you have driving lessons?
I had a driving license from Dubai and my husband as well. So he took an international driver's license and came here. So just with that, he was able to drive around for about 6 months till he got the other Florida license.
And okay, so and did you have driving lessons?
Lesson, my husband did not take any lesson actually. He went and directly gave the road test. He was able to get through it. For
Okay.
me, I did go for like I think 2 classes or 4 classes, something like that. Then I gave the road test. So it was
Okay.
pretty easy, simple, hassle-free, I would call it. Yeah.
Not too stressful. Well, that's good to
Not
hear,
stressful like how I imagined.
because that is a big worry.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, thank goodness you and your husband both drove before, but for any international nurse that has not driven before, it
Yeah.
can be very scary. Bong, tell us about your experience with transportation in Florida.
Yeah, when we first arrived in Orlando, as soon as we had our social security number within that first week, first 2 weeks, I went straight away to DMV and took the because you can just walk in at that time to take the theory exam, and I passed the exam. But anyway, you can get a reviewer from DMV, a free packet, a manual. You can just get it from them, review that. So that's what I did. I took the exam and then I enrolled because in the UK it's a different side of driving, and I've been driving there for uh, a lot of years. So I thought I might take something like a lesson to drive on the other side of the road. So I took that like an hour. I enrolled an hour prior to my exam on a third party examiner because you can get a third party examiner. You know, the driving lesson. Schools they give you exams as well. So that's what I did. They took me for an hour, and then I did my exam, and I passed
You
it within
passed.
that 2 weeks. But I brought my UK driver's license anyway when I came here, and I was able to use that on the first week.
Okay.
But buses like here in Tampa, there is a route from the city of Wesley Chapel going to the downtown Tampa, and that's it. If you like to wait for hours and hours, then you take the bus. But not if not, then you must drive and
That's
get
right.
your own car. We have Ubers, Lyfts, and that's it. They're everywhere as well, but it might be too expensive to have that all the time.
So something maybe to consider initially, but a good idea to try and get your driver's license as soon as possible. I can relate to you driving on the other side of the road, Bon, because I came from South Africa, which follows the British system, which is on the other side of the road, and that was very scary because you're used to seeing things from a specific angle, and then you see cars and you feel like they're coming straight for you. So it does take a little bit of getting used to, but we all get there, which is good.